Hiya, good day. Today we'll be planting new plants. This is the English lavender and it's white, so it's going over by the pond because I'm trying to get a group of white flowers to be by the pond. Now we did dig a hole and there was daffodil there. Now that is not white, but it's a spring color. Anyways, so we cover that up, the little bulb of the daffodil, and put it back in its place. And hopefully it will just come up through this plant because it'd be early spring. You can see I have white echinacea there on the side. That's just starting to grow. Yeah, so I'm just putting some fresh ground around that, soil around it, packing it in. We didn't really dig a deep hole, so we're putting the soil around to build it up a bit. Lavender, it likes to grow in not so good soil, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. And yeah, just more soil to build it up a bit. And over there is the balloon flower. Now I have two balloon flowers. Oh, well, let's just pack this back in and take away the weeds. I just let weeds grow there. But yeah, the balloon flower, I noticed that it's kind of getting burnt because it's so hot and the sun, is really burning it up. So I'm watering everything in, but I'm going to move that piece of wood that's going across. See, I made the thin part over that way and bring the thicker part of the wood to shade that flower. Hopefully that helps it be in the shade. And there is a spruce tree right above it, so later on in the day it goes through the spruce tree. The sun shines through the spruce tree, so it's not really direct light. And I did buy another plant, and it's in the pond. So I have a nice little plant for the pond. We had plants last year, but raccoons came in and tore it all up. That's why we had to really clear out the pond and change it all, take all the rocks and everything out, because the plants didn't survive. But we'll see how this goes. Trying it again kind of thing. We filled up the pond since. Now we're in the Alice garden over where my roses grow. And since roses only show up at the little time, I decided to put more flowers in this garden. And this is a foxglove. It's a beautiful foxglove. We went for a drive into a little town, and this foxglove, I probably pay over $25 for it in my town, but this one was only $19. So that was a little savings for me. And it's beautiful. Look how many flowers and how many stems. And a beautiful color. Now again, we made a little thing to raise up the soil because it gets wet here in the spring. So we just raised it up, packed into soil, and I pushed it around the plastic of it so the water won't run off. But look at the colors of this foxglove. It's beautiful. I placed it right there by my clematis, and I have two, and one died on me, and I'm just going to try to give it some cool feet. Clematis likes cool feet, so it'll be in the shade. And here's my other foxglove. I think this one's called Champagne. But there they are in this beautiful garden, just giving it more color throughout the season. Now I'm going to try and save some of these columbine seeds. So I'm taking the ones that's already dry, of course, and just shaking them into an envelope and save them. And next year I'll just plant them out into, in the spring I'll just put them on the ground, see how they do, kind of thing. But I have to come back after and cut all these stems of the columbines down. I got to cut all the stems off. But right now and there's a lot more that has to dry out, so I'm trying to save the seeds. And here's the seeds of the alliums. I'm over in the China garden. And there's two big ones here, and the seeds are really big. But the alliums have come from a bulb, so to grow it from a seed. But I'm going to save, a few And I do sprinkle some around in that area, but the rest of it are there. And when they're finished, I'll just pull out the stems and then it's done. So thanks so much for coming by today, and I wish you a great day. Bye for now.